What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Today, you're talking sports with MG Johnson. Today, we had the 2021 Week 6 NFL Power Rankings. So before we get into today's video, make sure you guys hit the like button if you enjoyed today's video. If you are new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. We post NFL and NBA content basically all year round. So if you like that, be sure to hit the subscribe button. Make sure you guys stay tuned and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any live stream or video that I post on this channel. Now, also, before, leave a comment down below with your thoughts and opinions on today's video. Now, let's get right into today's power rankings, man. Oh, we got a big week, man. We got a big week for my Eagles, so I'm excited for football. Later tonight, we got Thursday night football, so it should be interesting. But let's get into this power rankings, man. At number 32, we got the Jacksonville Jaguars, man, and they were ranked 32 last week. I don't think I had to explain too much, man. This team has just been disappointing all year. Not even disappointing. It's like they have high expectations. They just absolutely suck. People are calling for Urban Meyer to be fired already, and they just got blown out by the Tennessee Titans as we expected. I don't even think I had to explain too much into this. At number 31, you had the New York Jets. They dropped 2 spots, ranked at 29 last week. They let Kyle Pitts have a field day in London against them. And I believe Zach Wilson has the most interceptions in the league by a quarterback, so it just sucks, man. Sucks to the New York Jets. The defense isn't playing horrible other than letting Kyle Pitts absolutely destroy them, but it's the Jets. So what do you expect from them? At number 30, you got the Detroit Lions. They actually moved up 1 spot, ranked 31 last week. And, man, the Lions, they keep fighting, man. Even though they're the 30th ranked team, they keep on fighting. They keep on fighting. But it's just not enough, man. And you've seen Dan Campbell, the head coach of the Lions, just ball out and cry in tears. And just the passion that the team of the Lions bring, but they never win. They never win, but they keep fighting. So I respect the Detroit Lions, but they just got to start winning games, man. At number 29, you got the Houston Texans, moved up 1 spot, ranked number 30 last week. And the Houston Texans looked good for a little bit against the New England Patriots, but could not finish the job. And it's not about how you start, and it's about how you finish. And the Texans did not finish the game. The Houston Texans, they lost Tyrod Taylor, so they got a rookie, David Mills. And there you got, obviously Deshaun Watson, that whole thing. But, this is another team, the Houston Texans. They fought this week, just like the Lions, but it wasn't good enough. At number 28, you got the New York Giants. They were ranked at number 28 last week. And the Giants, man, they lost not only the game, but they lost their starting quarterback and they lost their starting running back. Now, Daniel Jones is on track to play this week, which is good because that concussion did not look good. But Saquon Barkley looks to be out for a good amount of time, so that sucks for them. Kadarius Toney did have 189 yards in the receiving game for them, but then he got ejected. So the Giants, man, they just find a way to just either disappoint, and then the injuries with Saquon and Daniel Jones, it just sucks to the Giants. So they are ranked at number 28. At number 27, you got the Miami Dolphins dropping down 1 spot, ranked at number 26 last week. The Miami Dolphins got absolutely destroyed by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And I mean, what did we expect? No Tua, no wins. They have no wins since Tua has gotten hurt. And it sucks for them. Jacoby Brissett cannot get the job done. I believe he's a backup for a reason. I mean, no disrespect to Jacoby Brissett, but he hasn't gotten any wins for the Miami Dolphins, and they just keep going downhill as Tua stays out. At number 26, you got the Washington football team. They moved down 5 spots, ranked at number 21 last week. They lost to the New Orleans Saints. Jameis Winston had a solid game against them. I believe Taysom Hill did get hurt for the Saints in this game, but let's talk about Washington, man. They lost the game. They dropped down 5 spots. They're a 2-3 team. And Washington, the defense has just been disappointing all season, and the defense was disappointing in this game versus the Saints once again. At number 25, you got the Atlanta Falcons. They moved up 2 spots, ranked at number 27 last week, getting a win in London over the New York Jets. Kyle Pitts looked really good for the Atlanta Falcons, and that's good to see, man. Cordell Patterson, he's been going off the last few weeks. He finally cooled down a little bit, but it's great to see the young tight end and Kyle Pitts succeed. At number 24, you got the Indianapolis Colts dropping down 1 spot, ranked at number 23 last week. Had a heartbreak loss on Monday Night Football versus the Ravens. Carson Wentz actually looked really good, had 400 passing yards, but it didn't matter because the Colts did not finish the game. They did not close the game, and they let the Ravens come back and win. And that's not what you want, man. You can't blow leads like the Colts did, and that's where the mistake was this past week. At number 23, you got the New England Patriots. They dropped down one spot, ranked at number 22 last week. The New England Patriots barely got the job done over the Houston Texans. Bill Belichick found a way to get his team to get a win, which is great. But the Houston Texans are a bottom 5 team in the league. So if you're the Patriots, you are not too happy with the win. Obviously, a win is a win, but this was a win where they definitely could have lost this game. So the Patriots are at number 23. At number 22, you got the Seattle Seahawks. They dropped down to, I believe, 2 and 3, dropping down 9 spots in the power rankings, ranked number 13 last week. And the Seattle Seahawks, man, they just lost Russell Wilson. They lost the game last week, and it sucks. They're going to be, as long as Russell Wilson is out, that they're just not going to win a lot of games. It sucks for them. I hate to see Russell. I love Russell Wilson. It sucks to see him go down. But as far as the Seahawks go, it's next man up mentality. Geno Smith, can he get the job done? I don't see it, and they are ranked at number 22. At number 21, you got the Philadelphia Eagles moving up 3 spots, ranked at number 24 last week. And you know I'm an Eagles fan, and I watched this whole entire game. And the defense showed up for the Philadelphia Eagles this week. Jalen Hurts did what he had to do in the clutch. A come-from-behind win from the Eagles. They showed a lot of heart. Still not running the ball on a consistent level, but the Eagles did get the job done, and that's all that matters. At number 20, you got the Denver Broncos dropping down 5 spots, ranked at number 15 last week on a 2-game losing streak. They start off 3-0, now they're 3-2. Lost to the Pittsburgh Steelers, and it didn't look good. I believe Teddy Bridgewater did play in this game. He was questionable for most of the week, I thought, because he had a concussion. But man, the Denver Broncos, I called it when they start off 3-0. I said this is not who they are. I'm not saying that they're a bad team, but they're not a team that's going to be undefeated for much longer, and now they're on a 2-game losing streak, so they got to figure things out and step it up, or else they're going to be going downhill from the rest of the season. At number 19, you got the Pittsburgh Steelers moving up 6 spots, ranked at number 25 last week. Big Ben looked good, man. He finally looked like a flash of his old self. And that's good to see, but Juju Smith-Schuster did get injured in this game, which sucks for them. But, you know, this week, they look to build off the momentum that they had last week, so we'll have to see what happens with them. But good week by the Pittsburgh Steelers, man. At number 18, you got the San Francisco 49ers. They dropped down 4 spots, ranked at number 14 last week. And Trey Lance got his first start, and it resulted in a loss to the Arizona Cardinals. Now, it's not a bad loss. I mean, they kept it close for a little bit against a division rival, against the only undefeated team in the NFL, against Kyler Murray, who's an MVP candidate. So they definitely look good against the Cardinals. But the thing about the Niners is that, I don't know, man, they're on a, 3-game losing streak? They started off 2-0, and they're on a 3-game losing streak, so they're going to have to find a way. You know, Jimmy G being out, Trey Lance is the guy that they drafted high in the first round, so they're going to have to figure out how to get him not involved in the offense, because obviously he's a quarterback, but how to use him to more of his strengths and how to unleash the talent in Trey Lance. So let's see how the Niners do that. At number 17, you got the Minnesota Vikings moving up 3 spots. Barely got a win versus the Detroit Lions, but a win is a win in the NFL, like I said. But Kirk Cousins, they didn't look the best in the Vikings offense, but like I said, they got the job done, man. They got the job done. And a part of the game last week was that you just felt so bad for the Lions that they had to lose that way. And then, I don't know if y'all seen this, but Kirk Cousins, him and the head coach, Mike Zimmer of the Minnesota Vikings, they were like, I guess they were play fighting at the end of the game, and it just looked really aggressive. I never seen Kirk Cousins that aggressively, like, push someone before, so that was funny. But the Vikings got the job done. They are ranked at number 17. At number 16, you got the Kansas City Chiefs dropping down 5 spots, ranked at number 11 last week. The Kansas City Chiefs, man, they lost disappointing on Sunday Night Football against the Buffalo Bills. We all thought that was going to be a high-level matchup, Josh Allen versus Patrick Mahomes, the AFC Championship rematch of last year, and the Chiefs did not come up in clutch like they should have. And we're going to see what they do this week. They got a game against Washington football team where they need to bounce back in, but if they don't bounce back, right now they're ranked at number 16. It's going to be looking ugly for the Chiefs, so they need to get the job done this week. At number 15, you got the Las Vegas Raiders dropping down 5 spots, ranked at number 10 last week. They lost to the Chicago Bears, man. But obviously with the Raiders, there's a lot of bigger things going on with them. So all I'm going to say about the Raiders team right now is that hopefully, you know, with the new coach, the interim head coach, hopefully they can find a rhythm, but it's going to be hard to. A lot of distractions in that locker room. I'm pretty sure I don't have to explain what's going on with the Raiders right now. It just sucks to see, but the Raiders are ranked at number 15. At number 14, you have the Chicago Bears moving up 5 spots, ranked at number 19 last week. They are 3-2 on a 2-game winning streak. The Bears are over 500. Justin Fields looked good his last 2 games, beat the Raiders, beat the Lions. So the Bears are looking good as soon as, other than the first Justin Fields start, they've looked good since then. Like I said, they're on a 2-game winning streak, which is really good to see. Ranked at number 14, moving up 5 spots. It's just good. Everything's looking good for the Bears. The defense, Justin Fields. I would like to see Justin Fields throw it more than 19, 20 times a game. But hey, man, if it works, if it's getting the job done, then it's getting the job done. I can't complain, right? So the Bears are number 14. At number 13, we got the Cincinnati Bengals. They are also 3-2. The Cincinnati Bengals, even though they lost last week's game, they probably should have won that game. And if they didn't miss a couple of field goals or a field goal or two, Evan McPherson, the kicker, I don't know what he was doing. I believe he was like celebrating something after missing a kick. I don't know what the Bengals kicker was doing, but they look so good. Joe Burrow taking a big hit and finishing the game. That's that dog mentality that's in Joe Burrow. So it's good to see that out of him. I'm glad that Joe Burrow is okay. Health is most important, but the fact that they fought in that game, Joe Burrow took a big hit and continued to finish the game, that's just earned my respect. The Bengals even moved up, and I usually don't move people up after a loss, but the Bengals, they definitely are the real deal. They started off 3-1. Everybody was questioning them. Are they the real deal? The Bengals are going to be a team that you have to watch out for the rest of the season. At number 12, you got the Carolina Panthers. They were ranked at number 12 last week. They lost to the Philadelphia Eagles. You can honestly argue that I should drop them probably behind the Bengals or even behind the Bears, depending on who you ask. But the Panthers are on a 2-game losing streak. They lost to my Eagles. Sam Darnold throwing 3 interceptions. Looked like the good old Sam Darnold we all know from the New York Jets. And they just choked the lead, man. They choked the lead. The defense couldn't hold up for too much longer. Our Eagles offense got involved, and that's just what happened, man. The Panthers, you can't choke a lead like that. They are now on a 2-game losing streak. At number 11, you got the New Orleans Saints moving up 7 spots, ranked at number 18 last week. They beat the Washington football team. Jameis Winston looked good. Alvin Kamara got a big touchdown. That's what you love to see out of the Saints team. And it's just great, man. The Saints, they look like they're in rhythm. I believe Taysom Hill did get hurt. If I seen him walking off the sideline, shaking up. So, Saints fans, if you can give me an update on Taysom Hill, because that does suck. Even though he's not the starting quarterback for the Saints, he does still play a big role. So, that is the number 11 team. Now, let's get into the top 10, man. The 10 best teams this week ranked in the NFL, according to me. At number 10, you got the Tennessee Titans, who were up 7 spots, ranked at number 17 last week. The Tennessee Titans, yes, they are 3-2, over 500. Have been a little bit disappointing, but they're still over 500, got a big win. Derrick Henry's still having such an amazing season, man. The number 1 leading rusher in all of football. Man, Derrick Henry's just a beast, man. I just love watching the guy play. The guy is just so dominant with running the football, and he carried them against the Jacksonville Jaguars once again. But A.J. Brown, man, they need to get him involved in the offense. I don't even think he had the most targets this week, and Julio was out. So hopefully Julio can come back this week and the receiving corps can get back to what we all expected them to be. But great week from Derrick Henry, and it got the job done for the Tennessee Titans. At number 9, you got the Cleveland Browns. They are 3-2, 1 game over 500. But the reason why they're still in the top 10 and a lot of 3-2 teams are outside of my top 10 is because the Browns had an absolute shootout game versus the Los Angeles Chargers. Probably game of the year. So it's just so great to see from the Cleveland Browns, man. And look, man, even though they lost the game and their defense is disappointed, Baker Mayfield playing through a partially torn labrum in his shoulder, I believe that's what the injury is. He looked absolutely good. Nick Chubb looks great, so the Cleveland Browns are number 9. At number 8, you got the Green Bay Packers. The Packers, man, barely beating the Cincinnati Bengals. They actually dropped down 3 spots. Now, they didn't drop down 3 spots because I hate the Packers. They dropped down 3 spots because I feel like the teams who moved up highly deserve to be above them. The Green Bay Packers got the job done, though. Mason Crosby had missed 3 field goals, but he made the last one, and that's the one that got them the win. That's the one that counts. Great job from the Green Bay Packers this week. Before we get into the next one too, shout out to Devontae Adams for having 200 yards. I forgot to leave him. I'm so sorry for leaving him out. Amazing week from Devontae. Now, let's get into our number 7 ranked team. That is the Los Angeles Rams. They dropped down 3 spots, beating the Seattle Seahawks on Thursday Night Football. Russell Wilson did get hurt in that game, but talk about how Robert Woods absolutely went off, man. Cooper Kupp was the guy for the first couple of weeks for the Rams, but Robert Woods came in this game and said, I'm going to come and make my mark and show that I am a worthy wide receiver on this team and that I will get the job done. Great job by Robert Woods. I had him on one of my fantasy teams, so y'all know I'm hyped for that. Matthew Stafford, I believe he did get banged up a little bit too, but end up finishing the game. That's good for them. The defense looked good once again. Obviously, Russell Wilson getting injured, it sucks. You never want to see Wilson get hurt, but that's the Aaron Donald effect, man. He's so just aggressive, and I believe he hit Russell Wilson's hand, so that's what happened there. But the Rams ranked at number 7. That's good for them. At number 6, we got the Baltimore Ravens moving up 1 spot, ranked at number 7 last week. The Ravens, man, making it number 6, top 6 team in the league, and they absolutely showed out. Well, let me rephrase that. They did show out too, but Lamar Jackson absolutely showed out. 400 passing yards. Everyone's saying he's a running back or he can't throw. Lamar Jackson this whole entire season has gotten so much better at throwing the football, and people have to give him his respect, man. That guy is a dual threat. He just passed for 400 yards. And then he can also still affect you in the running game, man. Lamar Jackson has been amazing this season, putting himself in MVP conversations once again. Shout out to Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens, ranked at number 6. Now let's get into the top 5. At number 5, you got the Los Angeles Chargers, man. What a season, what a game by them, and an absolute shootout versus the Cleveland Browns. It was 1,000 total yards in that one game from both teams combined. It was no defense at all. But at the end of the day, the Chargers, Mike Williams, oh my God. On the Ben podcast, which is my podcast with my 2 other friends, you guys should go subscribe to that, by the way. But on the Ben podcast, like 2 or 3 weeks ago, before the Chargers played the Chiefs, I said, man, Mike Williams, wide receiver for the Chargers, is so underrated. And after I said that, he's had amazing games. He had 2 100-yard games since I said that about 3 weeks ago. Mike Williams is just going off. Keenan Allen made a nice catch down the sideline. This was a game I'm glad that I watched because this was so amazing. Number 5 for the Los Angeles Chargers, and Herbert's playing himself into the MVP conversation. That's what you love to see. At number 4, you got the Dallas Cowgirls. The Cowboys at number 4, though, moving up 4 spots, ranked at number 8 last week. They are a 4-1 team now. And they keep getting the job done. They destroyed the New York Giants. Daniel Jones did get injured in the game, but Dak Prescott and Ezekiel Elliott, and they got it done, man. You've seen a CeeDee Lamb touchdown. Tony Pollard gets involved. Just a great all-around offensive performance by the Dallas Cowboys. On the defensive side, though, I mean, they let Kadarius Toney get 189 yards against them. Not the best defensive performance, but got the job done on offense. Now let's get into this top 3. And at number 3, you got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They are ranked at number 3 last week, and they stay the same at this week too. The Buccaneers getting the job done versus the Miami Dolphins. They face my Eagles tonight, which I might be live for, so stay tuned for that. But great job by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers getting the job done. And they beat the Miami Dolphins. Antonio Brown looks like the Steelers' Antonio Brown, and it's good to see. At number 2, you got the Buffalo Bills. They were ranked number 2 last week. The Bills had an impressive win versus the Kansas City Chiefs. Some people might even say that they are the number 1 team in the NFL. So good job by the Buffalo Bills. And yeah, man. Now let's go into the number 1 team. At number 1, you have the Arizona Cardinals. Undefeated team, the only undefeated team left in the league. Kyler Murray, DeAndre Hopkins makes so many good catches in their game versus the San Francisco 49ers. DeAndre Hopkins is the best catcher, just hands, in the NFL. This dude just catches everything that goes his way. Great job by the Cardinals, though. Kyler Murray playing himself a pretty solid season. Got the Cardinals as the only undefeated team in the league. The defense had a great performance this past week versus the Niners. Good job by the Cardinals. Ladies and gentlemen, that was your Week 6 power rankings. I might be live for some more NFL action tonight. Also got a lot of NBA videos coming out in the next couple days, so stay tuned for that. Ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate y'all for watching this video. Hit the like button if you're new. Hit the subscribe button if you're new. Like the video. Comment down below your thoughts and opinions. Until next time, you've been talking sports with MG Nas, and I am out. Peace.